If I think people should believe more in scientific world in detriment of religion, no, I don't think that there is no contradiction here. Oh, come on, there is no contradiction at all. Why make things so, black and white? No, absolutely, absolutely. You can keep your faith, you can keep your beliefs, you can go to the church, you can pray every night, you can ask God, your God, whatever, whoever your God is. And if you don't believe God, if you're atheistic, atheist, you just can keep believing in yourself, whatever you believe, there is nothing to do. There is nothing to do. I think there is no contradiction. I think we have to be more respectful with science, that's all. But there is no contradiction at all. Because you know what science is simply, it's like, a scientist is not more than a grandma that has cooked the same food for 30 years. That's the same. They have been doing that all their lives. you know your grandma, she has been doing that soup that you like for 30 years, 40 years, and then of course she has learned something about that. No, she has learned. She has learned from experience, from the recipe books, from giving that to your father or mother, and for people saying it's good, it's not good, put more salt, less salt. I mean, this is the same. Scientists, they are been studying for that for 30 years, 40 years. So we cannot just go there and think that we know more, you know? And I think what we should understand here, I also say that for politics as well, as I think that politics should be totally independent from religion in any country. The good example, France. France is a good example of that. You can have any religions you want, but it doesn't have, you know, state is state and the religion is religion, and they can share some things. Of course, they can share some areas, but one thing is one thing, the other thing is another thing. Okay, so the same here. Religions and science, they shouldn't be face to face at all. You know why? Because one of the most uh, difficult things to deal to science, for example, is existence of God. Well, this is one of the biggest challenges of science, and even that, lots of scientists do not believe God in God existence, but some scientists, they do believe in God existence. Of course, when I talk about God, I don't speak about a man in a man shape, like, of course I'm talking about some superior force that rule us. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I mean, if you believe God or not believe God, it doesn't make any difference. And if you pray, of course it will help you, because if you believe that, if you're connected spiritually with someone bigger than yourself, of course it will help you, because it gives strength. Spiritual strength is always strength. It's also good energy to the body, to the physical body. Of course, but it doesn't affect the role of the science. Scientists are here to save us in this moment. That's a fact. It can't be denied. It can't be denied.